to Film and Beyond. I'm Alan,
I'm Rahana.
and today
And
we have Ben Enke joining us. Hello, Ben.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
thanks for joining us.
You do film, right, Ben?
You're in film.
Yeah, I'm a cinematographer for movies and commercials and sports and all sorts of stuff.
I was always curious why they call it filmmaker, you know. It's like you're not making film, are you? Is that a thing, like when they make film? What do they call those people?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, right.
Kodak filmmakers?
Real filmmakers. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, well, today we'll be talking a lot about cinematography basically, but
Mhm.
we'll start off with a little bit of an icebreaker. What's the most recent film you've seen in the theater?
The most recent film I've seen in a theater was actually Toy Story 5.
Okay.
Okay, what'd you think?
Um, oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
It's they're so gorgeously animated now. If you look at like Toy Story 1 to now, it's astonishing.
Mm,
But they're fun, you know, since Toy Story 4, I think they've been animating the films in anamorphic. So like emulating the properties of anamorphic lenses and
mm,
which is really, really unique for animation. Um, and it's a nice little story too. Very modern and with the times. So it
yeah.
was really fun. Mhm.
I'm
Interesting.
excited. I want to see it. Have not yet. It's one of the many on the list. Because there's
Yeah.
so many that not only are coming out this year, but I feel like everything kind of got packed into the summer. Like there's so much coming out this summer that it's
Mhm.
it's tough. But
Yeah, thank God
Alan,
for AMC A-list, right?
right? Alan, what's the latest thing you've seen?
I saw Supergirl was the most recent one.
Okay, what'd
Did
you
you
think?
like
That's
it?
another one haven't seen yet.
I was unfortunately disappointed. However,
Mm,
Oh,
maybe mainly because of the writing. It was just kind of like,
mm,
really, this is I'm struggling to. I don't think it was good in my opinion, based on my initial view. That can change usually sometimes, but um, it felt very tropey, just very like, and like,
mm,
how is this? I see how it's similar to Superman a little bit, like the most recent one, but um, I don't know. It just seemed the character just Supergirl just seemed lost a bit, which maybe is the point, but they kind of hit it over the head, and it was just kind of
mm,
like, come on, just do
mm,
something. It's like it was frustrating to watch some of it. It was just kind of
mm.
like
mm.
I didn't
Okay.
enjoy it, and I felt like did a disservice to the Supergirl name, if you will. So
Hmm.
Mm.
didn't feel very super. So
Okay. Interesting. That's good to
yeah.
know.
Hmm.
Might wait for that to come on streaming then.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
fair option, I'd say. How about you, Rahana?
Um, so if we were talking about if we were having this conversation like in 2 days, then it would be a totally different answer. Which is unfortunate because I'm so excited to talk
Okay,
about that
you.
movie. But anyway, the latest thing I saw was actually Disclosure Day.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And
and we took my dad to see that for Father's Day. Um, I thought it was excellent. I really, really enjoyed it. I saw very mixed reviews. Like people seemed to either really like it or they hated it and thought it was like the worst thing ever, which was interesting to me. I don't know. I thought it was great. It was captivating, interesting, fun. It made me laugh in spots. It like I just yeah, I thought it was very, very well done, very enjoyable. So
I'm a little surprised you've only been to the theater since Father's Day. Usually,
I know I am too, actually. We meant to see Supergirl, did not end up getting to it. I wanted to see Toy Story, have also not gotten a chance to.
Yeah.
And now the Odyssey's coming out tomorrow, and that is number one for me this summer.
Yeah,
So
sure.
yeah,
This
seeing
year
that.
too, would you say? For
I mean, it might, yeah, very, very possibly. Because we've been tracking that since Nolan came out, like publicly saying that he was going to do his next film was going to be about the Odyssey.
Hmm.
And we've been excited about it since then. So it's been a long time that we've been waiting for this to come, and it looks amazing. And our one friend, who is a film reviewer, gave me just the cherry on top of the review, saying it is one of the best movies that have ever been made, and had all these reasonings and explanation and stuff. And I was like, I mean, that's honestly kind of what it looks like. So I'm really excited, and I'm just ready to geek out. So yeah, I'm super excited. And Ben, you were talking about going to see it as well,
yeah, what's going on there?
Yeah,
but you're not just going down the
yeah.
street.
No, I'm hitting a plane to San Francisco to see it tomorrow. Well, to get on the plane tomorrow, and then I see it Friday morning at 7 a.m.
What? Why?
Um,
Why
the
That's
7 a.m.?
so
AMC,
so
that's the only
cool.
one I could get tickets for. It's at the AMC Metreon in San Francisco, which is a 95-foot theater, 95 by 80, I think.
IMAX then, I assume?
Like a
IMAX
real
70 mil. So,
IMAX.
mhm.
Which I just found out,
What?
like within the last 6 months, that we do not have a real IMAX here in Minnesota. I
Not
thought we
anymore.
did. I thought all the IMAXs were, yeah, so big disappointment for me. And also felt pretty dumb about that. That's so cool that
Oh
you're gonna
no,
go
it's
see it
it's
that way.
tough to understand the different formats because everyone says IMAX, and even the new one that opened in Imagine in Lakeville is
Hmm.
IMAX, laser, which is different than IMAX 70 mil film, which is different than IMAX single laser versus dual laser, and so there's a lot of
Hmm.
discrepancies between them. And so it's
Okay.
hard to understand what the difference is sometimes,
Yeah.
unless
That
you're like
feels
a
like false
big nerd.
advertising. Why am I
Yeah, I
paying
mean,
$30 a ticket if it's not real IMAX? Like the
yeah,
IMAX that they're talking about.
there's certainly certifications and specs that, basically just means it's the biggest screen in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mm. That's going to be so fun, though. I'm so excited for you to go and see it that way.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
That's
Yeah, it's gonna be
That's 7
my
a.m.
own
though.
personal odyssey.
Jeez.
right.
Well,
So from
there were some 2 a.m. showings, but didn't want to do
That's
that.
nuts.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. And
are
it's a
you
3 hour movie. So, I mean,
so you're not just going there to watch it, right? You're doing other things, I assume, in San Francisco or
Now hang out for, a day, but yeah.
San Francisco is pretty sweet. I say as someone who's from the Bay Area, San
mm,
Francisco's awesome. So do, enjoy it.
hmm.
I sure
Enjoy
will.
the loveliness of San Fran. But yeah, I feel like that's a perfectly reasonable reason to travel anywhere, to go see something like that. 100%. I'm very excited
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, thank you. No, yeah, we don't have
Go, 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 go,
it's
go,
kind of
go.
crazy that
Right?
but it's
Have you ever shot with IMAX or anything, Ben, or 70 mil, anything like that?
definitely not. No, it's
Okay.
that's
Would you want to?
even film. I haven't done any film either.
Yeah, no film.
I'd love
Okay.
to. Yeah.
Hmm. Do you have like training with that or
No, and I think you certainly need it more as an AC or a loader.
mm,
Um, and certainly as a DP, you need an eye for understanding ratios and lighting and levels and um, more so than in digital for sure. But
yeah.
you know, it's at least my understanding of it is that the job isn't too dissimilar if you have the right process already.
Hmm.
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity to shoot with IMAX ever, would you want to?
I mean, who wouldn't,
Yeah.
That'd be pretty incredible. That'd be, it's the most premium format you can get.
I wonder
Yeah.
how. Do you know the runtime on those magazines? Like how many minutes you would get out of it, or
I
Isn't
was
it
just
three
reading that
minutes?
it's like 3 minutes for every some 100 feet of film or something, and
Mm.
it's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, because
short scenes then, huh?
for the Odyssey, they had to
hmm
switch out the film every 3 minutes.
hmm
Oh.
Yeah, it's wild.
And they filmed the entire thing. I'm just keep bringing it back. I can't. They filmed the 100% of it
Hmm.
in IMAX, which is the first time a film has ever 100% been shot only in IMAX film.
Yeah.
So they had to, anyway, we're not talking about that anymore. We're done with the Odyssey, Rahana. So Ben, how did you become a cinematographer? Like, what was that choice or
Yeah.
decision
MCAT
like
grad,
for you?
right?
No, I was
No?
it was
Okay.
kind of by accident. It was I went to school for film, but it was heavily theory based.
Which school?
And there, U of M,
Oh, U of M.
Nice.
Okay.
University of Minnesota Twin Cities, and it was there wasn't a lot of practical production experience there, and not a lot of hands-on. There were a couple courses here and there, but nothing really concrete.
Hmm.
And so a lot of the camera work I did was self-taught on just YouTube or books or at the time. And this was right around when DSLRs were like really popping off, and so this was sort of a transitional phase, I felt like, for a lot of people to
Hmm.
switch to something new. And so it
Yeah.
felt like a kind of a cool time to come into it in a way. Um, but I didn't go to school to
Go,
do
go, 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 go,
cinematography.
go, go.
I initially thought directing was kind of like my speed and what I wanted to do, and
Yeah.
um, very quickly realized that I didn't want to do that.
Oh,
It
really?
was not my
Oh.
no. It's just I think there's only so much my brain can handle, and I think directing was just too
Mm.
many different things at the same time, and I think I work better in a singular focus. And and there's just something about, you know, the relationship between camera and talent and
Yeah.
um, working with a scene that way was, I think, more interesting for me as a cinematographer in that way. Um, and yeah, so out of college, I saw a Craigslist posting for a feature film that was no budget, and they were looking for a
Craigslist.
director of photography. Yeah, Craigslist, yeah.
Uh,
And they were looking for a director of photography, and I didn't know what that was. And so I remember Googling it because I didn't know
Mhm.
what DP was. And I was like, oh, this sounds like kind of something interesting and cool. And so I applied and just sent them like a bunch of like videos I'd done in college, those one-man band stuff for like nonprofits and college groups. And they wanted to have me do it. And it was like 20 some
Wow.
days, and it was all volunteer. Um, well, I don't think there was even a gas stipend. There may have
Mhm.
been.
yeah.
But you know, it was all volunteer, and I thought it sounded fun, and that was kind of where I fell in love with the process of a bunch of people coming together to just to make something, you know. And it was really fun, and that kind of set me off on that path.
So, who or what inspired you to go down that path? Like, what or who or what made you decide, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to focus on the camera and
Hmm.
this instead of directing? Like, what was the reason for that, I guess? What really spurred that?
I think a lot of the right people kind of pushed me in that direction. So on that film, the editor of that film was a guy in town named Jeremy Wanick, and just one of the most talented guys in post I know for sure. And he introduced me to a lot of folks in the film industry here. At the
Oh,
time, I didn't
okay.
really know anyone,
Mm.
and I think his encouragement and other people's encouragement from people he knew and people who had seen the film kind of started to push me in that direction a little bit. And um, I think just kind of my natural curiosity with shooting and with the camera kind of made sense to go that way.
Right.
I'm
And
curious.
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like you guys are gonna get technical real quick,
Yeah, get
Try
which
your
is
not to.
questions in
great.
quick.
Uh, but I'm curious as to like now that you've been doing it for so long, and you have your style and your process and everything, what kind of inspires you now? Especially since you do such a variety of things, like even you had mentioned like sports documentaries. That's not something we've really heard about from other people that I think is really interesting. So like what kind of things inspire you? Like whether it's you're watching something like certain movies or that inspire you, or maybe it's just something, random that you've seen and catches your eye. Like,
Yeah, honestly, it's just like discovery. Um, and every project has something new and some sort of new challenge and something that I've never done before, I've never seen before. What's interesting about our career and our industry is that one day you can be shooting medical videos, and the next day you can be shooting, an NFL athlete, and then the next day you can be shooting at a theme park with rides, and the next day you can be
Mm,
shooting like a Western or a NASA astronaut, and it's just,
hmm
it's all sorts of different things, and they're things that you'd never do yourself. Like you would never
hmm
be an astronaut, but I can certainly film with an astronaut, and that's
hmm
just as good for me and just as cool for me. Um, and so I think what keeps me going is just, you just
Yeah.
love every second of it and everything that you get to do and the people you get to meet along the way and yeah.
Interesting. So, I'm sorry, that kind of reminds me of a previous guest we had on who was a translator for
hmm
Hard of Hearing, and
Mm.
B. Valentino. Uh, so just saying like you could do all sorts of different things, and or translating in that sense, like what you're seeing to other people from your eye, to and that's why you're being brought on, obviously, so that you can capture that, I suppose. Is that that sounds like a lot of fun, and obviously making that a career is a very interesting, like I guess, collage of things. Do you feel like, I guess, so you have obviously filmed things outside of Minnesota. What do you find to be common in Minnesota versus like elsewhere, maybe? Or where have you found more work nowadays versus like here, maybe?
Yeah, no, I'm very grateful that this career is taking me kind of all over. And um
What's the furthest it's
I
taken you? How far
oh,
have you gone from home?
um
Far from home,
I,
Spider-Man.
yeah, I don't know distances off the top of my head, but I think I was just in Kenya for a documentary project not long ago. That may be the farthest.
hmm
Um, and several years ago, I did a narrative short in Tahiti,
Oh,
and I don't know which
wow.
one is further, but one of those two, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
edit
That's
it in
amazing.
right here somewhere. It'll say
Kenya's like a
Little,
dream trip for me, so that is
yeah.
amazing.
good coffee.
What did you
Just
what
kidding.
did you get to film? What tell us about that
Yeah, it
job.
was an organization called Amara, and they provide housing and education for teenage mothers that are in not so great situations.
hmm
And so they take about, I think it's somewhere between 15 and 20 women. And some of these mothers are, at the time they come in, they're 12 years old or 13 years old. And um, and they just give them a place to live and a place to learn and raise their kids in a good environment. Um, so it was just
Oh my
a
gosh.
trip full of wonderful people and a lot of emotional stories um, and lots of wild animals.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah. Any elephants or
Yeah, our car almost got trampled by elephants, but it's the
But it
naivety
didn't. They
of
wouldn't do
Americans, the
that.
naivety of Americans, where they
Oh,
walked behind
Yeah.
us in the wild, and we stopped because we're like, oh, we got to get a shot of the elephant.
yes.
Yeah.
So they're literally probably 6 feet from the back of the truck we were driving, and
Oh,
the
wow.
car in front of us was like they would have like it was a mom and a baby elephant, and they were
Oh,
like that
yeah.
mom would have like just trampled your car.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. Absolutely.
Like, well, good
You had
thing
a Jurassic
But
Park
that
moment
didn't
they
there.
happen.
didn't.
It very much was a Jurassic Park moment. Yeah,
Must go faster.
yeah, yeah.
But you made it. Man,
Mhm.
it's got, I can't, like, it's such a dream to not only be able to like do what we do, right? Especially like you're able to get these jobs where you're traveling the world, traveling, everywhere. But then to also see, I feel like that just broadens the experience of what you're shooting so much. Like the more you branch out, obviously from Minnesota out into other states and then across, like just fully across the country. And then when you get to go to somewhere like Kenya and tell that story, and that is so drastically different than like stories that are probably being told here. Um, and I would just imagine that that's so like life-changing um in general, and then also has such an effect on like your work moving forward because you have so many more experiences and so much more like depth that you're really bringing in.
Mhm.
Well,
Have you
yeah, I mean
noticed
the
that? Like,
for sure. Like I think the way that you capture images or the way that you direct stories or the way that you tell stories or write stories, no matter what, no matter what way you approach storytelling, I think it's all influenced by life experience. Um, some of the best stories that have come out, and some of the best movies and films that have come out recently are all based on just like very curious, interesting life experiences. And you kind of, I always told my students this whenever I taught, is like, you got to live life and you got to get out there and you got to see things and be curious, and that's what really feeds like the way that you say things.
mhm,
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. No, I've, like I said, um very grateful to be able to come on to projects like that, and
yeah.
to be able to have those kinds of experiences that not a lot of people get to.
Yeah. And especially with like traveling so far, it in any circumstance, it tends to have a more of a memory burn because it's not uncommon
Mm,
place that you would visit.
for
Never
sure. Very different.
and just very yeah, it's a lived experience that's more unique in a way, I guess. So especially based on what you were doing there too, and for work. So it's just like you're engaged in many levels then. So
Mm-hmm.
so you've made some feature films. We know about Dark Cloud. We know about Sanctified, Infernal Machine. A lot of the people we've had on, Jeremy Wanick, one of them, Jay Ness, Andrew Hunt. Yep. So tell us. Um, it's easy to make a film around these parts, huh? There, to
So
become a
easy,
DP
right?
and just work on them.
Yeah, so easy.
You make it look easy.
Do
I see your like
yeah.
IMDb and it's just like, oh,
Mm.
this, that, uh-huh. Oh
Mhm.
my God. Like like how have you been able to stay so consistent from Minnesota? Like what's your secret?
No,
Especially
there's I don't know.
across so many different genres, and like you're
Mm,
doing
Mm,
narrative and you're doing documentaries and you're
mm,
doing really like
indie
focused and
films and
nuanced like
yeah.
sports documentaries too,
mm.
so it's a whole level deeper. Like you're really branching across everything.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I think um, I love movies. Obviously, they're I think they're the one thing that I always gravitate towards the most. But um, more than anything, I'm just interested in interesting visuals and interesting ways to tell a story. And it doesn't matter what kind of format that is, if it's documentaries or if it's music videos or if it's commercials. Um, like that's all just interesting to me. And so I try not to just do one thing or another thing. And because this industry is so relationship based, um, you tend to just meet a lot of different people who do a lot of different things and um on a movie you can meet someone who primarily produces commercials, or you can you know post about some sort of thing on Instagram and someone else from a different world will find you, and so um it is fun to have different genres and different mediums to play in for sure. um yeah, movies are where it's at.
What's your favorite movie to watch just as like and I'm gonna sit back and separate myself from my cinematographer self and I'm just gonna be like entertained to like the max. And then what is your favorite movie to watch as a cinematographer? Because the visuals, even like
Hmm.
story could be great, could suck, doesn't matter because the visuals are amazing. Like
Hmm.
what's your I'm curious.
So favorite actual movie and then favorite guilty pleasure movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Favorite guilty pleasure movie is
Ghostbusters.
oh man, Ghostbusters is fun. But that's also like it's like a there's parts of Ghostbusters that really look cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's hard to oh man, I this is recency bias. But it's not like a
that's
favorite.
okay.
Oh,
Mm.
it's one I
That's
can think
natural.
of off the top of my head. But Mortal Kombat 2 is
Yeah.
um is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But it's so fun.
It's
Right.
so cool to watch though. Yeah.
It's
Like
so
it's so
fun. And I tell people when they ask me what I thought of it, I said it's the worst movie I'll ever watch, like probably 100 times. Like
So
yes.
hot
not
garbage for
good,
you.
not good,
Pretty
not
good.
good. But man, is it fun.
Yeah. Which is
Um,
unfortunate because the first one was so well done that I had high expectations for a second one. It was still fun to watch.
mhm.
You're right. But
Hmm.
yeah. Okay. All right. I like that. That's a really good answer. And then
Yeah, and then on the flip side, Arrival is
yeah.
a film I've actually only ever watched once.
Once?
Um,
Hmm.
once because
And that's
I'm
like the best film you've ever seen? Or, I mean,
yeah, it's my favorite movie.
okay.
I don't want to watch it again because I'm afraid that I'm not going to get the same emotional response that I did the first time I watched it.
Hmm.
It was such a strong,
Hmm.
like visceral, deep reaction to watching that movie, and
What
I'm
was your
afraid if I
reaction?
watched
Like, what was
again,
it? What,
Hmm.
I
what in the
mean,
movie?
just the reveal at the end of
Yeah.
and how it works with her life story and the themes that they go through of grief and parenthood
Hmm.
and and I don't there's something about it just really resonated with me in particular, and I don't know if it'll feel the same again, and I'm worried that
Hmm.
it won't, and so I haven't watched it again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You'll watch Mortal Kombat 2, though, again and again.
Oh, for sure.
You watch that as you go to bed. Just
Yes. Yeah, that definitely.
a
Yeah.
little comfort watch.
Hmm.
Arrival's amazing. So that's an I can absolutely understand that. And yeah, you're right.
Hmm.
That
Do
twist
you
at the
own it
end
on physical
just
media just to have it?
I
And
do. I do
you
have it on
do?
4K just in case.
Okay. 4K.
Like break
Wow.
glass in case of emergency kind of
Yes,
movie.
yeah,
yes.
yep.
You know what? I need this right now. I'll do it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Interesting.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't know they made a 4K, or at least I haven't seen like a 4K of Arrival out there. Interesting. Are you a big physical media fan, or
Try to be,
when you, well, yeah. I
especially
guess you have
nowadays.
camera stuff too, more. I guess let's get into that.
Hmm.
Your favorite like gear for filming? What's aside from the camera, of course? Are there certain lenses you tend to go with if you have to pack lighter, or like what's your go-tos?
Yeah, just anything that's kind of funky, and kind of weird. And I don't like things that are um, really perfect or really clean. And so I'm always trying to do something to the image that kind of makes it a little. um, flavorful, I guess, you know.
Mm,
Um, Whether it's a lens, like I own a set of vintage lenses that I adore,
hmm
just because they are, you know, they're from the 70s and glass wasn't perfect in the 70s. And so there's a lot of just strange imperfections with the way they render images that are really pretty to me.
mm.
And I'll do a lot of stuff with filters, which is why I commented on those prisms and that Evanescence music video we watched earlier. That it's there's you know anything you can do to make the image less perfect. And because I don't, especially when you think about how we watch movies and how we experience life,
hmm
and a lot of the times I like the movies or the work that is like trying to recreate what the human experience is like, and we don't always see things perfectly, and we don't always remember things perfectly. And I think it's really interesting to try and recreate that feeling.
Yeah. Like my background? Have you?
Backrooms.
Yeah. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
how is it? How is it in the backrooms? You look like you're in it. Don't get
It,
lost.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. Like you were just mentioning though, just like about life and memories, that's what Backrooms kind of represents
Hmm.
too. And it's just like um how we remember things, how the Backrooms perceives things, or like everyone perceives things differently as a cinematographer, that. So it's like
Hmm.
um hopefully as a director you know that too, but whoever,
Mhm.
as directors go. But yeah, just that's very interesting to hear. Like, so you're maybe packing a filter, maybe packing um, like you said, a different type of lens. Uh, do you normally like? I guess what what cameras that you own that you like to use? I suppose is there a favorite type or one that you normally run with if you run and gun or
Yeah, it always just kind of depends on the job.
you
And I have
personally like just not even a
mhm,
job, just like what would
mhm,
you prefer? Your preference?
my Fuji film
I knew it. I know
XH2S.
you like
Yeah.
Fuji. Yeah.
Mhm.
Which one?
I
X
know. It's
two.
XH2S.
Oh, okay.
It's their kind of high-end hybrid, so it does stills and video.
Nice.
And it's just very lovely in terms of color and ease of use and um just I don't know, there's something about it. I did a whole feature on it a couple years ago. Um
Oh,
on
wow.
this little hybrid mirrorless camera, and
I
it's
love mirrorless cameras.
yeah. There's I know yeah, it's just love the way it looks. It just looks how I want things to look, and with really minimal effort, which
I
is
wonder
great.
how Fuji looks now. Like, cause my first student film was on Fuji 16 millimeter. Like, you
Oh,
had your
cool.
choice, Kodak or Fuji, and it was like,
Mm,
I remember being in LA at the time and picking up the film from Fuji, like when the seller there, and then
mm.
shipping it back through UPS. It was just like, or going to the UPS store with the Fuji cans of film and shipping it back
Wow.
home. So it was just like,
Dang.
that's like a memory burn for sure. That's why I still kind of have like this heart for Fuji. So I'm very curious as to how it looks and how it functions now digitally versus, I assume it's derived from their film stock, but I have no
Yep.
idea. I haven't really touched it, a digital one
Yeah,
before.
other film simulations are emulations of film stocks of different
In
kinds, and
camera, sort of like their
mhm,
color science or something, I guess, or
hmm
okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
and there's interesting ways you can make different what they call recipes based on different settings in the camera and different stocks that they have in camera, and just a
Oh,
lovely little camera to use.
huh. I'll have to check that out maybe. Is it, uh, do they have a, like, is the XT, is that still a thing? Is that, like,
Hmm.
I don't know what the difference is
Yep.
between,
XTs are just more focused towards stills.
okay.
They still have video components to them, but they're more still based. And so there's things like I'm sure like um,
And then there's
faster.
hybrid, and then
Yeah.
there's the video one. What's the hybrid you mentioned? Which one was that?
the
XT,
XH2S, and then there's the
XH.
X100s, which are the little pocket-sized ones, which I also have and cannot seem to get rid of. Every time I lose one, I get another one, and so that's bad.
What is
So I
that?
need to stop buying those. The X100s, they're the little fixed lens cameras that they have, very travel size, travel friendly, and I've had I think four of them, three of them now. So
Okay.
I either lose them or destroy them in certain ways.
Oh no.
Different story for another
Oh.
podcast, maybe.
Oh, I see. Okay. They look like just, yeah, old
Hmm.
still cameras sort of thing. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, oh, they're so fun.
But they're video based too, or?
Nope. Well, they have video, but it's nothing to write home about. It's good in a pinch if you want it, but
Oh, okay.
I use it a lot for my street photography and just
Okay.
kind of having some
Gotcha.
video.
Yeah. Very Peter Parker of you. So.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, no, no, it's good. It's good. Every phone has a camera or like three different cameras
Right.
on it nowadays, and so
Yeah.
I'm trying to to have something on me that's a little bit more intentional than that.
Cool.
That's a really good point. Yeah. 'Cause no matter how good our phone cameras get, one, you have to know how to use it right.
Mm.
Uh, and I say that from experience because I got the phone that I had because I was like, oh, the camera's great. And then I took a picture, and then somebody else with a worse quote unquote camera on their phone took a picture, and I was like, yours is so much better than mine. What am I doing? So but like having something that's just a little different, that's more like specific to what you're trying to do with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm sure you have more technical questions, Ellen. I'll
No,
let
if
you
you have a
continue.
question, go for it. Yeah. Okay.
Um, yeah,
Yeah. No.
no, you do your thing.
Okay. Dream camera and why? Go.
Ooh,
Gosh, I don't know if I have one. Um,
I
because
feel like
I
I
just,
reach for like the
it's
biggest one,
yeah,
the RE large format, like
yeah,
the real large form, not the minis,
yeah.
but the 35 looks so good. The new, uh, what is it, 35
Hmm.
something?
Yeah, the 35s are impressive.
Image looks so good from that. Like I watched
Yeah.
a Netflix show that was shot on that. It was like something awful is going to happen or something. That
Oh
was the
yeah,
name of the
yeah.
show. It looks so
Hmm.
good. It was just I was like, is this the lens? Is this the camera? It's obviously both, but it looked really good. Um,
Probably the DP.
right? Yes, of course.
But no, yeah, Alexa 35s are wonderful, and I've had a number of shoots with them lately, and they're they're impressive for sure.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I didn't get like why are we going low? Like they have like large formats and 70s, and I'm
Hmm.
like, why are we doing 35 now?
Still tried and true. Everyone still loves a good 35 mil sensor.
Yeah, I always think like full frame's the way. This is the way, right? But it's like, oh well, I guess there's something to it. I guess I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, there exists a lot of different formats to tell stories in different ways depending on what your needs are, and Arri is a good example of a camera company that just has
Airy,
options.
yes, thank
Um,
you.
mhm.
Pronunciation is always tough.
I don't know if it's
Uh,
Arri or Ari, honestly. Yeah, I honestly don't
I
know.
think Airy is right. I think that sounds right. Um,
Probably. I don't know.
but yeah, what are you looking forward to the most in any new projects coming up? Anything that you're
Yeah,
looking forward to?
yeah, there's always something new coming on the horizon, and in
Anything you
terms of
can
things that
talk
are
about, also, I guess. So,
yeah, no, in terms of things that are coming out, actually, I'm excited for the Fair documentary.
oh
Um,
right, you shot that last year, right? I think.
Last year and the year before and the year before.
Oh,
oh
oh,
wow. Okay.
okay.
So we did one day as like a test day in 2024 or 2023, And then 2024 we did, I think it was 7 or 8 days of full production. And then last year we were there every day.
Okay, now you
Wow.
have to say it. What is your favorite food at the fair, state fair, Minnesota State Fair is what we're talking about.
Um, oh my gosh. Yes, okay, I remember the name now. There's a wonderful Egyptian cuisine called kosherina. They're new at the fair as of a couple of years ago. Um,
Kosherina.
delightful, delightful, like a rice and kind of grain bowl, and oh, so good.
Where is
They were
that?
That's
located
really good.
previously on the underneath the bridge under like by the grandstand.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I don't know if I think they were there last year as well, or maybe somewhere else. I don't remember exactly, but it's just, oh, so good.
Hmm,
I have to
interesting.
check that out. That sounds really good.
I have not been to the state fair in like over a decade,
Oh,
if
wow.
not longer. Because I
Alan.
I was there like every single day for a radio station, and it was just like I've had it. I don't need this anymore. It's like, and
You got to
then
go at least for the new foods.
no, and then I can get food anywhere. It's just and
Not all this food.
but then the one time I would go afterwards, of course, it's the largest day where the most people showed up at the fair
Hmm.
ever and broke records and everything. And I'm like, this is unbearable. It's just like, stop coming to the fair. Not that they should do that, but I was just like, there are people everywhere. It was just one of those days.
It's a
And
lot.
I
It
was
can be
just like,
overwhelming for sure.
exactly. I was
Mhm.
just overstimulated, just like, okay.
Well, did you know they have a sensory room
Mm,
No.
no.
at the fair
Where?
on so if you go in the main entrance that has the big arches and you take I believe it's your first right, and a
Mhm.
few blocks down from I believe that's where it is, if I'm remembering it correctly. They have a very small little building that is a sensory room for people who get a little overstimulated by the crowds and just like the scale of it all. And they can just go and tune out for a bit and chill out.
That's brilliant.
Hmm.
I
That
don't know who came.
room
I
may have
mean,
been full on the day I was there. No, I'm
a,
just
a,
kidding.
a neurodivergent person came up with that, and it's absolutely brilliant, and they
Totally.
should
Hmm.
definitely get a raise. Yeah, that would be my only concern is that it would be so full in the room.
Yes.
Well,
But that's so
they
cool.
do control the amount of people that go in there. So it's only
Okay, that
Sure.
makes
I think
sense.
it might only even be like
It's full.
2 to 3 people at a time.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. I love that. I did not know that. And I do go every year. Although not every day, but yeah, once or twice. Um,
I do like the food, of course. It's just, yeah,
I'm
it's been
just
a long time.
and sometimes you can see your friends. You probably could have seen Ben over the last couple years.
We
I
would have
see
seen you
Lee
there.
at the wine slushy stand every year because he works
Mm.
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, you never know who you're gonna see. Yeah.
That's true.
Um,
Film people,
so
comment below. Let us know. Are you going to the fair here, 2026, or are
I
meta
mean, it's only like
glasses
2 months
the bane
away.
of our existence? So,
Only like a month
It's
and a half
a
away.
month and a
Oh,
half. Yep.
oh,
Yep.
I don't
August
like that at
27th.
all. Oh, I
Mhm.
just
We're
realized
halfway
that.
through summer.
That's so soon. Okay. I just made myself sad after getting excited about. Okay. Well, there's that. Um,
Don't be sad. Fall is coming. Better
there's
season.
time. There's still
that's
time.
true. Honestly, I need the heat to just stop. So
Hmm.
yeah, fall is gonna be
The
where it's
heat
at.
and the wildfires, apparently.
Yes. Yeah. Just all of it.
Mhm.
Um, okay, Ben, I'm curious. Is there like a genre, or some type of film, something that you haven't shot yet, but it's like absolutely on your bucket list for you, like someday I would love to be part of a musical or like a sci-fi or like fantasy, like a superhero, I don't know, just anything, like wildest dreams.
You kind of already said both of them. I would love to do a
Oh,
musical.
I love
I think musicals would be so fun. Oh, one of my other guilty pleasure movies is Pitch Perfect.
that. Yes,
Um,
love that
um,
film.
But I would love to do something like that, and like Wicked is such a fun one, and there's a lot of
Yes.
fun musicals out there that are also just like very cinematic and beautiful, and
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
Or
think just
classic like Sound of Music.
yeah, just the blend of choreography and camera movement and all the fun things you can do there.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, that'd be fun. And then yeah, a superhero film would be really fun.
It'd be so cool. I love that.
Superhero. Which one
Yeah.
would you
Oh yeah. Do you have a favorite
love?
superhero?
Yeah, do you have one that's like
Magneto. Ooh, yeah.
Magneto's always been my
2099
favorite.
Magneto? What are we talking? Like original or
Well, did you hear the latest rumor is that the MCU version of Magneto is going to be Adam Driver?
Okay, I
Really
could see that, yeah.
Hmm.
Just
Pretty
white hair.
interesting.
interesting.
Let's go.
And then
Okay.
potentially Bill Skarsgård. I think Bill Skarsgård, right? The younger one.
Hmm.
The one who was
Yeah.
in
It.
yeah, as Charles Xavier.
Really? So they're not bringing James
Fassbender and
McAvoy
McAvoy.
and yeah,
Well,
and the
we'll see.
other
That is the
Fassbender. That's the
rumor.
other guy's name.
Comic-Con is
Although he's
coming, so we'll see.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
It's
that's a
like
good
2 weeks
point.
away, I
We're
think.
recording that just ahead of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This
Although
comes
I
out way
suppose it is
after that,
also
but
the multiverse at this point, so really they could have like six of every character and nobody could say anything. So
Exactly.
who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
I do like both of those castings though, if they went with them. I feel like that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
Driver would be an interesting one.
Yeah, I like
mm-hmm.
him. All right. Ben, how can people watch your work or connect with you if they want to work together or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, Instagram's always the place to go. Um, Instagram has the link to my website also, and so that's just my name, which is Ben Enke, and I think might be Ben Enke DP. I think it is.
Okay.
Um, and
Well,
I should be the only one. There is another Ben Enke that is a allegedly not so great professor at a school.
Oh,
Because if you Google his name, Benjamin Enke, I think it's Harvard maybe.
oh my
People
God.
like there's like reports of him like ripping other people off or something like that. And
oh
I was
my
like, I don't want,
gosh.
I don't want. Maybe I should change my name or
You're just
something.
like, that is not me.
It's not me. I don't.
He's got a
All
side
right.
gig as a DP now. Did you hear this? You teach students, did you say, Ben?
I used to,
At
yes.
Harvard. Um, all right. So Ben, final question.
Mhm.
It's a big one. My favorite. What do you want people to remember most about you?
I think if anything, just like, you know, like working with me, easy to work with, easy to get along with, and made things fun. And because that's, we all do this because we love it, right? Like you love it more than anything because like you have to, to
Hmm.
do this career, you
Yeah.
have to love it like more than anything because it'll beat you up like in so many ways. And like, and from the mental health side of it to the, when you get rejections or when work is slow or it's hard on that. It's hard on your body physically. It's hard on your family and it's hard on relationships. And it's not an easy career for sure, especially when it's freelance. And so you really have to love it. Um, and so I hope I can make my sets that I run just like a fun place to hang out and allow people to explore and discover and be curious and create in a way that's like safe and respectful and people have a good time.
Oh, I really love that. All right. That's perfect. Well, Ben, thank you so much for joining
Yeah,
us
thank
Oh
you.
yeah,
and
thanks for having
chatting
me.
with
This
us.
was fun. Yeah.
Absolutely. This was very fun. We've been excited to have you on for a while, so I'm so glad we were able to do this.
We'll have to
I
have you
am
back for more reactions.
Yes, and I am
Post
excited
Odyssey.
to
Post
find out,
Odyssey.
yes, what your thoughts are on the Odyssey after it happens. So we will
Hmm.
have to connect on that for sure.
For
Hmm.
Um,
sure.
have a safe trip
Yeah,
and
Thank
have
you.
fun. And
Thank you.
thank you so much for spending your time here with us tonight. We really appreciate it.
yeah.
Yeah, this was fun. Yeah, thanks guys.
Absolutely. And to all of our listeners, all of our viewers, thank you for joining. This has been Film and Beyond.
Well done.